Should law-abiding citizens be able to carry firearms nationwide?
Absolutely. Yes. In fact, I think I blew Grok's mind the other day. I like to play with the AI. I'm doing a series on my website called AI and I. And I like it when I get all the agents engaged, right? Like sometimes it just crashes and then I'll ask the question again and then all four agents will come up and I'll be like, oh. So the way I blew its mind recently was I was like, you know what we should do? We should have a program to put a gun in every hand of every adult in the world. People want to talk about human rights. Let's start there. Now, of course, the Second Amendment here in the United States is truly what makes America unique. It is part of the exceptionalism. And I do think it is part of what will keep us free. Certainly, it'll keep us free up here in New Hampshire. New Hampshire has constitutional carry. That was something many free staters worked on. I believe it was introduced back in 2018 even. We are a state where you still regularly see people open carry. You can carry a gun to go vote in a school here in New Hampshire. And I think those rights should be extended across the nation. I mean, this whole idea, now we do like federalism. We do like that the states have competing laboratories for ideas. That's great, right? But your right to self-defense is inherent and it is constitutionally protected and it should work all over the nation equally. We could quibble if we want to make some strong private property rights arguments. Could you ban guns on your private land? Yes, you could probably do that. But beyond that, I think every citizen should be armed. In fact, I think that we should tie gun ownership a lot like they do in Switzerland, and it's certainly something I'd love to see us do here in New Hampshire, maybe over time, is to actually make it ritualistic. And what do I mean by that? I mean that, you get your first gun when you're 6 years old, you get taught gun safety. When you're 13, maybe you get your first machine gun shoot or whatever. And then when you're 18, you become someone who is armed, who knows how to do it. And it is part of an adulthood sort of growth pattern. And why? Because guns aren't only just for self-defense. They are actually also quite, sort of meditative and yoga and very aware, right? Like if you are going to be a good shooter, you have to be personally responsible. You have to know how to use your tools and you have to know how to breathe to shoot right. So yes, a gun in every hand of every person in the world. That'll solve a lot of problems. It'll cause some for a little while, but then it'll solve a lot of problems.